Yo, what's going on, guys? My name is Alex, and Game 3 is officially over. The Nuggets won this game 109-94, so the Nuggets are up 2-1 in the series now. And pretty much the whole summary of this game is Jamal Murray and Nikola Jokic absolutely carried the Nuggets to this victory. They're the first pair of teammates ever, regular season or postseason, to record a 30-point triple-double in the same game. And it started from the very beginning in the first quarter. They were just spamming pick and roll with each other and virtually getting anything they wanted in the paint, whether it was Jamal Murray or Jokic scoring the ball. And honestly, it was like that again. It was like that the entire game. And unfortunately for the Heat, they lost this game when almost everyone else on the Nuggets roster, except for a few moments of Aaron Gordon and a whole second half game of Christian Brown, everyone else was absolutely disappointing. Michael Porter Jr., I believe, didn't play a single minute in the fourth quarter. KCP, he had one shot. It was a little mid-range pull-up. That was literally it. Bruce Brown, again, kind of like very similar as well. He only hit one shot in this game. And then Jeff Green was like 2 for 2 from the field. Whatever. The whole Nuggets team pretty much didn't provide much, at least offensively. I thought Aaron Gordon, again, was great on defense, especially on Jimmy Butler. Jimmy Butler did play pretty well in this game, but I feel like a lot of his, scoring and playmaking was built off of switches where Aaron Gordon wasn't guarding him. So I think that is just a big nod to Aaron Gordon and just how well he's been playing defense this year, especially in the playoffs. And again, shout out to Christian Brown, because not only was he scoring really great, he ended up with 15 points in this game, 7 of 8 from the field, and the only shot he missed was this really bad miss from the left corner, which I think had hit like the side of the backboard. It was an awful shot, but that was the only shot he missed, and played some absolutely great defense on Jimmy Butler as well. And it was funny because I remember the first time he matched up with Jimmy Butler, the Mark Jackson and Jeff Van Gundy. I always get the Van Gundys confused. But they were talking about it. It's like, oh yeah, he's just mismatching guards who are smaller than him. It's like, okay, yeah, technically Christian Brown is smaller, but it's not like he's 6'1", like he's 6'6". Obviously doesn't have the strength advantage, but I definitely thought he could play some pretty good defense, and he ended up doing it after that shot that Jimmy Butler hit. So shout out to Christian Brown. But this was kind of just a uneventful sort of game. The Miami Heat offense, just in general, this entire game was very stagnant, and I think a lot of the stuff that they did well in game 2, which a lot of it had to do with dribble handoffs with Bam and shooters like Gabe Vincent and Duncan Robinson, that just didn't really work. And a big reason for that is, one, Gabe Vincent got into foul trouble early in this game. A lot of really tic-tac kind of BS fouls. I'm not really sure, even as a Nuggets fan, if I agreed with the calls that he was getting called for. And Duncan Robinson as well, prior to this little fourth quarter stint that he had that kind of gave the Heat life a little bit, I guess with like 2 minutes left in garbage time, where it forced Spoelstra to put in his starters but then eventually pull them out. Duncan Robinson had only played 10 minutes in this game, which I thought was very strange, because he's been a very crucial part into why the Heat have been actually playing pretty well in the finals and just in the playoffs in general. But those guys did not play all too well. Gabe Vincent was 2 of 10 from the field. Max Strus also didn't play too well. 1 of 7 from the field. Jimmy Butler also did his thing as well, but nothing was really, really eye-popping to me about this game. I felt like he just hit the shots that he needed to hit, but didn't really make any sort of huge plays that I felt like was going to swing the game in the Heat's favor. And Bam Adebayo had a pretty good start to the game. Kind of slowed down, did get to the free throw line a lot, but overall just didn't really have maybe the same game as he did in game 2 as well. The 3-point shot was just not there. The Heat shot 31% from 3, and again, the Nuggets have not had a explosive juggernaut offensive game yet, and it's very surprising to me. It's bound to happen. I'm still not counting it out, but the Nuggets didn't shoot well from 3 again. Just like game 1, they got beat in the 3-point battle against the Heat, and they won that game, and the same thing happened today. The Nuggets shot 27% from 3. Again, most of their points came from the paint from Jokic or Jamal, even in the mid-range as well. The Heat just couldn't stop that pick and roll, and it's kind of weird because it was working in game 2. They were definitely being more physical, but obviously I feel like they were doing a lot more screening action, the Nuggets were. And I just felt like most of the looks that Jamal Murray and Jokic got were pretty good. Again, they'd made their tough shots. They're great players. They're going to be able to do that. But I just felt like mainly like they got good shots, and they got shots that I think they wanted. And you know, that's something the Heat are constantly going to have to battle throughout the series, is just how are you going to stop the Nuggets offense. And like I say almost every video, I don't think they're going to, and I think the Heat have to somewhat out offense them. They did it in game 2, but they haven't done it in game 1 and game 3. And that's all I really have to say. Again, this was a very uneventful sort of game, but shout out to Jamal Murray and Jokic. Definitely looking like one of the better duos in the NBA, just based off this entire playoff run. And it's a reason why they're up 2-1. So thank you guys for watching. Let me know down below in the comments what y'all thought about this game and what you think we will see later on in this series. If you enjoyed, make sure to like and sub. Trying to get to 1,000 subs by the end of the year, so it'd mean a lot. You can also check out my socials down below in the description, and you can also check out this video somewhere on the screen where I recapped game 2 of this final series, so you can check out what I had to say about that game. Anyways, I'll see you on the next one. Peace out.